Right. Let me take your views on this, Michael. What do you think should have been done that hasn't been done right with regards to the free SHS policy?
Well, I would have wished that, like he had said earlier, if you have kids coming from certain class of schools whose fees at the junior levels are more expensive than what is required to be paid at the secondary school level, you know, and we have those from our own site where we all attended, you know, and you can easily tell that these are poor persons or families, and therefore they can be targeted and be paid for. They would necessarily be in the majority, but that would also mean that there would be some in the minority who would help with the payment of fees. What we call free, is it really free? You know, is it really free? Or we are pretending it to be free? Because they are still buying their books.
Additional books?
Yes.
But the government has provided some as well.
I'm telling you, as far back as we were in school, right, with all the textbooks available, we were still made to buy certain books, right? I normally end up not buying.
I see.
but on the issue of textbooks, let me quickly chip in. Like I said earlier, let me repeat. At the time, the curriculum was changed.
Right.
For about 2-3 years run, there was no textbook available. So teachers, if you remember, were asked to improvise. So you didn't have textbooks. Do your checks. Google right now. And see, I don't know if they even, you can call African Education, what maybe Kofi Asare. He'll give you a little more information whether they produce the textbooks.
Well, you see, at the end of the day, there are various ways of providing some of these things, and I thought that we could have employed a lot of technology in today's world and not reading books like we used to do in the 90s, you know, and the 80s. Again, I thought that we would have reformed our secondary school system well, so that we really do not put a lot of pressure on ourselves, because when we look at these international schools all around that we are prepared to pay so much for, right, for our kids to attend, you look at the teachers in there, some of them are just secondary school leavers who have been trained to do this work. You have most of our trained teachers in the public sector schools, yet the performance is poor compared to those schools. Why? The contact hours and all that. And I thought that we could have employed a similar system that was already working. We know how the British system works. And we know how the American system works. There is no big deal if you have to learn from them and have it done right. So that even some of our primary to SSS, junior secondary school level schools could have been modified to even take through the secondary schools as well. You know, compress costs, make it more affordable, more smooth, less programs to offer. I don't see why we offer all sort of programs. I quite remember some of the things we were taught in school. And I still look back and I know it was very useless to have learned those things.
I see.
Yes,
I
but
see.
still
Hold on,
we were put in there.